So a serious story. 11 high school lacrosse players in New York have turned themselves into the police after alleged hazing stunt on younger teammates. They are accused of staging an armed abduction, leaving at least one victim tied up in the woods. The teens suspect are now facing misdemeanor charges of unlawful imprisonment. Syracuse District Attorney Bill Fitzpatrick joins us now. Mr. District Attorney, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Lawrence. Happy to be here.
So, sir, how did you find out about this incident?
Well, what happened initially, Lawrence, was some of these geniuses posted this on social media in some misguided effort to impress their friends, and we monitored that sort of thing. And the sheriff's office became aware of that and then notified my office, and we started an investigation.
Does this school have a history of these types of hazing events?
No, one of the things that was said during the incident was that, we do this all the time, but we have not had any complaints about West Hill before. One of the things I found in dealing with schools over the course of my career is that many times their first interest is protecting their own privacy as opposed to the safety of the students. In this particular case, the superintendent of West Hill has been, in my judgment, absolutely forthcoming. He recognizes that this is a problem and has been very, very cooperative with authorities. Whether or not it's happened before, we don't know. I suspect it's never happened to this extent before.
Well, these charges definitely show that you're not playing around with this. Let's talk about those charges. You got one charge of unlawful imprisonment. I was curious why there wasn't a weapons charge, since there was, a weapon used in this, but it looks like the weapon was fake, sir.
Yeah, our preliminary information, Lawrence, and we're still investigating that because the kids just turned themselves in yesterday. But the description from the main victim, who has cooperated with us, appears to be that of a fake gun. He described it as having a red tip at nighttime. By law, the toy guns in New York have to have an orange tip, so he might have confused the color. But we're still looking into that.
Sir, I used to work in juvenile courts. I'm just curious, is this going to be only tried in juvenile court, or do you expect them to have that enhancement on the charges where they could be tried as an adult?
I do not expect an enhancement. Part of the arrangement I made in my press conference the other day was, if you turn yourself in and, don't force the sheriff's department to go through, weeks of search warrants and investigations and so forth and so on, that you would be treated fairly. So that's why I made the decision to charge them with misdemeanors. 4 of the 11 are 18 years old. Under New York law, that makes them adults, and they're eligible for what we call justice court. The other 7 will be handled in family court. And in any event, none of the 11, if they jump through the hoops that the court mandates, will wind up with criminal records, which I think is fair, despite the idiocy of what they did.
Copy this, sir. I know this is a little bit out of your lane, but the school decided that they were going to suspend the entire season. Do you think that was necessary?
You're right. It is out of my lane. I leave that to the superintendent. It seems unfair to some of the kids who did not misbehave. But on the other hand, I understand the superintendent, Dunham's position. He's trying to send a very, very strong message. I mean, when you think about what could have happened here, if a sheriff's deputy or a state police officer had come upon the scene and saw 4 armed men, all dressed in camouflage and dark-colored clothing, abducting a young man, it could have been catastrophic. Weapons could have been drawn and shots could have been administered to the kids. It could have been an absolute disaster. So I think I'll leave that to the superintendent. It's a tough call, but as I said, he's used great judgment.
Sir, this is what the superintendent and the school district are saying in the statement. Any behavior that negatively affects the physical safety, mental health, or well-being of other students will be addressed promptly and appropriately according to our code of conduct. We do not shy away from difficult situations when they arise, nor do we avoid having to make difficult decisions. District Attorney, thanks so much for giving us an update on this story. Hopefully you'll come back and tell us how the investigation is coming. Thank you, sir.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.